Welcome to this episode of Give Voice to Your Vision. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how to show up bigger, create more impact, unlock more prosperity in the coming year because visibility alone isn't enough in today's AI avalanche. We can make tons and gallons of content using these amazing tools that we have today, but more visibility is not necessarily the key to having more impact, more income, more consistency, more growth, more satisfaction and fulfillment in your business. So I'm going to cover how you can leverage your energy and presence to attract and enroll. I'm going to talk about common roadblocks that can tank your confidence, energy, and results, and how to elevate your attraction and enrollment without having to do more, because your presence is key to your prosperity. And if you're showing up and sharing and doing all the things, all the right things, but your effort isn't translating into an aligned opportunities, real momentum, something is missing. And it's not because you're not doing enough, you're not smart enough, you haven't studied enough. Too often I see brilliant coaches, healers, speakers pouring their energy, their determination, their ferocious passion and calling into more visibility, only to wonder why it's not leading to more ease, more revenue, more impact, more clients. And the truth is, let me see if I can grab this for you guys here too, real quick. Let's see. So the truth is, more content doesn't mean more clients. I got distracted by my banners. Okay, more content doesn't mean more clients. You content that resonates, content that connects, speaking to the right people in a way that engages them. That's what works today, and it has always worked. However, it's easy to get caught up in the churn, right? Caught up in the churn, and so more content doesn't mean more clients, and more effort doesn't equal more results. So what does move the needle? Your presence is key to your prosperity. Your full voice, your energetic enthusiasm, your confidence are contagious. When you can show up with that first and then dial in a few key components I'm about to cover here before we wrap up, your best fit clients will feel it. They will resonate with it. You also want to have your aligned message, okay? The gift that you bring aligned with the dreams and desires of your best clients, your best fit clients, and your inspired action. Not just more action, but actually tuned in action that's leading in the right direction, right? Your transformation, your clarity comes through implementation. So showing up with your full voice and energetic presence is often assumed, let off the track. People are creating AI clones these days, and maybe that AI clone can have some of your full enthusiasm and presence, but it has to have it to start with, right? And then having that aligned message, aligned with your calling and your purpose and your work, and the language that your client's using, the offers that you're creating, how you show up to serve, as well as inspired action, full presence, aligned message, inspired action, not just more content, but content that's founded and grounded and created and sharing in those three core principles. So how do you leverage, going back to my banners here, how do you leverage your energy and presence to attract and enroll more clients? If you aren't showing up fully with your presence, that kinetic energy transference that can happen when you show up and share and serve in your videos, in your content, in your emails, in your live events, if you're not first grounding into that energy and know how to plug into your energetic presence, and then doing the strategy, tactics, and tools that are so important too, people can't feel you. So the frequency factor approach to growing your business, to getting visible and helping more people and creating more prosperity is grounded first in intuition, energy, alignment, really tuning into who you are, what you're here to share, owning your value, owning your expertise. No one puts the puzzle together the way you do. We're doing a free live workshop next week to help you have, from all of the things you've done so far in your business, all of the years you've been in business, whether you're starting or you've been doing it for decades, tune back into these core components, these 5 superpowers that everyone has, and how they culminate in your voice. Because that's, whether you're using AI tools or showing up live, your voice is what you need to leverage, want to leverage, will help you feel fulfilled and satisfied, and also help you resonate with your best fit clients. So how do you elevate your, sorry, I lost my track here. How do you elevate your client attraction with that, right? If you have if you've leveraged that energetic presence and you know how to, and it's something you can learn to do, right? Tune in and find your voice, and also speak in ways that your clients are going to resonate. Then people can feel you. Remember, people feel you before they hear a word you say. So some common roadblocks that happen to that do end up tanking your confidence, energy, and results are often at every level of success. The higher you go, the higher you could fall perceived wise, but there's no fall. Falling is freedom. But the higher you go, even at every level of business, unconscious fears and vulnerabilities around being seen and heard are real. And they can be acknowledged and dissolved in the moment. But we have patterns that keep creeping in at every level of success. It's not like, oh, they're good at it and I'm not, when it comes to being visible and speaking or being on camera. So unconscious fears around being seen and heard can crop up or be running the show underneath the scenes at every level of success, at every level of confidence. Okay. And so one of the things that can help with those unconscious fears is having message clarity. Another roadblock that can undermine confidence is not being clear about what to say, including what you want to say, but also how to say it so that they get it, right? And then the third thing I would say to highlight for you, for the common roadblocks that can end up tanking your confidence and your energy, and it feeling like a drain, your visibility feeling like a drain, and not leading to the results you want, is lack of a rhythm. Finding a rhythm and a system for how you're going to show up and what you're going to talk about is huge, because then you can be consistent, and that consistency actually fuels the confidence. We don't get confident and then get visible. We get visible consistently and grow as we go, and the confidence comes with it. And then the third thing that I wanted to mention for you guys today is how to elevate that attraction and enrollment for more momentum without doing more. And the frequency factor approach in my world, that's my way of business growth from the inside out for the greatest good of all, including you. And the how your self-expression is key to your prosperity is that first we tune in and find that aligned energetic presence and message. And then to have more client attraction and enrollment, we dial in your offer using that guided aligned language and the results that you help clients get. We help you create your customized, cohesive strategy. So it's not just do more, just be more visible, this platform, this skill, this tactic, this tool, this more content, right? We dial in your offer, and that's going to help all of your messaging and all of your content language. We give you a cohesive strategy, customized strategy based on what you play to your strengths, what you already have, and then having enough of the right support. So just to recap, I want to let you know that when you have those 3 things dialed in, you can elevate your you'll feel more relaxed. Your energy will be different. Having enough of the right support is incredible for handling those little ghosts of visibility, vulnerability that creep up at every level. And then that consistent, cohesive implementation is how you get to those recurring revenue monthly goals and those that consistency that can be so grounding for your nervous system. So we are running the Visibility Power Up Experience next week. This is my gift. It's a free live experience. I love running it in January because it's a really powerful way to boost your clarity, hone in very quickly in a few minutes a day on what makes how your expertise, life experiences, challenges, everything that makes you you, including your mastery of what you do and how you help your clients, comes together into your voice. And that is a free experience. We're running it, and I wanted to be sure to let you know about that because it is a foundation for all of the components that we've talked about today, for elevating your presence and your confidence to have more prosperity, to leverage your energy and your presence to attract and enroll, to learn how to recognize and dissolve those common roadblocks that tank your confidence and elevate that client attraction for more momentum without more work. When you show up with all of who you are and you create your strategies, tactics, and tools and language and messaging with that foundation, you're tuning into a power greater than yourself, and you're going to have even more clarity, more momentum, more resonance, and more connection. And then it's simply a matter of having a process and a flow for you to have more income and impact. So that is why we are running the Visibility Power Up Experience next week. It's my gift. It's free. You can join us for that experience, and I'll come back to the respective platforms we're streaming on here today and make sure you have that link. It's pretty simple. And what we're doing this time is, in addition to the 10-minute training with a calibration exercise that's going to help you really have a whole new understanding. It's been called the cure for imposter syndrome. In addition to that, I'm going to be hosting live Q&A workshop calls every day next week. Again, this is my gift. This is my rallying cry for you to show up with all of who you are with confidence, clarity, ease, grace, and flow in 2026. In today's AI world, the onslaught of technology pouring in, changing every 2.5 seconds, you are the constant. Your energy, your presence is the algorithm. And that's what the Visibility Power Up is designed to help you do in a bite-sized chunk, in a very tangible and practical way over just a few days. So that's it for this week's Give Voice to Your Vision. Love to see you join us next week. And I'll see you on the next episode.